Can you get a precept ready for me with a question? Sorry?
Get the precept where Christ cried, rose right up to I'm getting some reverb over here.
So I'm getting it too. I'm not sure. It is
Yahweh Shabrak Thumb.
Yahweh Shabrak Thumb.
Hey, Shalom. Hey, Shalom. What's going on? What's going on?
Cool out, sir. Can't complain.
Give me a few seconds there. All right.
God, say you're kind of low. I'm gonna keep playing this song while we wait, sir.
All right, come on. All right, Kim. Let's get on the roll. You already know what it is.
So, so you ready now?
Just give me a few seconds. Check.
Come on, sir.
Just give me a few seconds. All right, let's get it on, man. Let's get it on. You already know what it is, man. I.S.U.P.K Canada, we here. I'm Officer Shalom to all the brothers. Then my name is Officer speaking. Manager of YAHANNA. Started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. You understand? And to all the brothers, I say Shalom, Yahweh Shabbat. And to all the sisters, Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Al Tabashim Yahushai. Let's get it. Now we in the I.S.U.P.K, we talk about the truth of the Bible. We talk about what Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian men should do, how they must live their life, how much they must follow the Most High if we want something different from what we've been seeing. I mean, in our years, in our lifetime. You understand? The truth of this is gonna change your life. Those precepts. You understand? Knowing who we are and coming back to who we are is what is gonna change our lives in our community, in our nation, in Canada, in the North America, in the Caribbean, South America, and so on. We're in this situation today because we don't follow the law. Because instead of following the laws, you know what we do? We want to celebrate Easter. Understand? Easter is coming
Right.
tomorrow, right?
Come on,
You
sir.
understand? We want to celebrate Easter, Most High in Christ. That's just a lie. But you understand? We want to celebrate Easter instead of celebrating what the Most High have in line for us or told us to follow. That's what we rather do. And because of doing these type of things, because of not following the laws of the Most High, we're being destroyed. We're being destroyed. We came in captivity. We came in slavery, and we're still captive in Canada. Those Native Indians are still in the reservation in Canada, man, with no drinking water, with no decent water. You understand? And we have the cure for Canada, for you Black, Hispanic, Native Indian man and woman. We have the cure for you. And the cure is come back to the Most High. Get in these classes, like, share, subscribe, you understand? And come and be ready to prove your love, the love that you say you have for Black, Hispanic, Native Indian man. Come prove your love. Come be ready now, I mean, to prove the love that you have for. Don't celebrate Easter, man. Tonight we're gonna see something about Easter, and we're gonna see the real. Now, I mean, in French we say Pâques. You understand, la Pâques, which means when we talk about the Old Testament. I mean, when we talk about the Passover in French, it's la Pâques. When we talk about Easter of those Christians, it's called la Pâques. Now, I mean, there's no difference in the word, but in what where it comes from. There's a difference of what it actually
So, okay, we're having technical difficulties at the moment. Officer 1000 audio will be back shortly. Right? We're not supposed to be celebrating Easter, right? And even Officer audio is gonna get into it in a second. But everybody thinks Easter means bunny rabbits and eggs, right? When bunnies don't lay eggs, right? Parents are doing a major disservice to their children by telling them that bunny rabbits lay eggs, right? You're gonna, let's just say it correctly. You're gonna blatantly lie to your child to say bunny rabbits lay eggs, right? And then as your daughter gets to 19, she's gonna look you in the face and blatantly lie and say, "Yes, I'm going to school." Right?
Right.
She's gonna dress in the modest clothes that you gave her. In that backpack, there's no school books. It's it's mini skirts, it's a halter top, it's fresh underwear because she's going to some boy's house to get down, right? And you can only blame yourself because you lied to her since she was a child. You told her bunnies lay eggs when that's not true at all, right? Bunnies definitely do not lay eggs, right? So what we're going to get into today is we're going to break down how Easter has nothing to do with uh, with the Bible, right? Bunnies laying eggs has nothing to do with the Bible.
Right.
Right? Give me one moment. Officer Shah Yuan, Bubba Shah. I'm gonna load up this link right quick. Can you go into the Zondervan's Pictorial Bible Dictionary? Every soldier should have a Zondervan's Pictorial Bible,
Come.
right? So just go into the Zondervan's right quick and bring up Easter for me, Bubba Shah, while I load up this link.
Come.
Right, so we're going to tell you what Easter is, and then we're going to go into the origins of Easter real quick. It'll take about a couple moments, right? Officer Shah Yuan, he's going to break down what Easter is.
Come. This is the definition in the Zondervan's Bible Pictorial Dictionary. Easter, rendered Easter in Acts, but correctly translated Passover in ASV, the day on which the church celebrates the resurrection of Jesus Christ. There is no celebration of the resurrection in the New Testament. The Jewish Christians linked it with the Passover, and so observed it on the 14th day of Nisan, regardless of the day of the week.
Right, so you can hold it right there, right? So Easter, correctly translated, means Passover, right? Salakia, Officer Shah Yuan, did it say correctly translated it meant bunnies?
Sir.
What about, can you read it one more time? Because I thought I heard chocolate eggs.
But correctly translated Passover.
Right? So there you have it. Correctly translated, it's Passover. Right? It has nothing to do with bunnies that lay eggs. Right? I'm gonna get this screen share popping for a second. Right? If you can see this, if you can't see the screen properly, just drop a 1 in the chat, whoever's watching. Right? But here we have it. Right? Easter is an event that is honored by nearly all contemporary Christianity. Right? So you know that Christianity has nothing to do with the Bible, right? Because Easter is an event that is honored by nearly all contemporary Christianity, right? Bunnies laying chocolate eggs is Christianity. Passover in the Bible is the Most High killing the firstborn of the Egyptians. It has nothing to do with bunnies that lay chocolate eggs, right? As the resurrection of Yahawashi, Jesus the Messiah, This tradition is also well established that it is believed to have begun with the resurrection of our Savior and instituted by his peoples in the first century in the commemoration of that event, right? So you can see that Christians, they don't know the Bible, right? Some Christian scholar wrote this and he thought he wrote something special, right? They think it has something to do with the resurrection of Yahushua, right? This has nothing to do with that. So yeah. Actually, the apostles kept Passover until the mid second century, and when the debate broke out about separating Christian celebrations from Jewish ones. Right? Both the Jewish man and the Christian have nothing to do with the Bible. Right? The Jewish man is the Edomite of the Bible. His issue is a suffix. It means to be like him. You could just look at those who claim to be Jewish and look at how they act, and then read the Bible and see how the real Jews are supposed to act. They act nothing like that. They don't go through the curses. The name Passover comes from the German month in which Passover fell in Esther Monat. The name spread through Europe until it became standardized as the name of the resurrection day known as Easter in English. Right? So they have this as a mystery religion. Officer Shariwan, whenever you want to chime in, you could chime in. Right? So they have this as a mystery religion, right? You ever wonder where these holidays come from? You want to figure out where Christmas holidays that you celebrate on your major calendar, they are pagan, right? They come from Edomites and a whole bunch of different nations. They have their celebrations. They're essentially all the same. They just might go by different names. Right. So I'm gonna get back into this. Right. So mystery religion. Nimrod was killed because of his violence and iniquity against the true and living God, and his body was cut into pieces and sent to various parts of his kingdom. His wife slash mother, right? So you can just see it right here, like anything to do with this is is not of the Lord. His wife was his mother, right? Told the people of Babylon that Nimrod had ascended to the sun and was now called Baal, the sun god. Semiramis, Semiramis was creating a mystery religion, and with help of Saturn, she set herself up as a goddess. Sam, Semiramis claimed that she was immaculately conceived. Right? So she again, if any woman comes to you and tells you she's immaculately conceived, keep it moving on her because she's out there holding. Right? She taught that the moon was a goddess, right? She's just going off like she was definitely going off, and there's no light in her, right? She was doing making herself a god. They were she was worshiping the stars and the moons, right? And making them seem like they're gods when they're not, right? Salakia, Officer Shariwan, can you bring me to? Hold up, I'm gonna find it. Officer Shariwan, I'm looking for it's the breakdown that we use for Christmas time when Salakia. He that cutteth the tree with the work of his hand. I'm paraphrasing at the moment. Let me get it. 1 second.
Come on, sir. Slaki, I think that's Jeremiah 10.
Khan, I think Jeremiah 10:6, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna hand the class back over to Officer 1000 Adiyar. Salakia, sir. I was getting Officer Shah. You want to grab a precept for me? It's Jeremiah 10:4.
Go ahead. You could go ahead with the precept. Go ahead with the precept. I mean, and I'll take over afterwards, right?
Khan, sir.
Come. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 4. They deck it with silver and with gold. They
Bring me
fast.
back up. Bring me back 2 verses, Baruch Shah.
Come, sir. Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Right? Learn not these ways. Like, don't do what the heathens do. Right? It's not of the Lord. Read Baruch Shah.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
And don't look up to the stars and think that they're gods. Read Baruch Shah.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
They think that they're gods. They made whole religions out of these people, out of the host of heavens. Read.
Verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain.
Right? These customs aren't of the Lord. They're not going to do anything but bring you more oppression, right? And push you further away from the Lord. Read.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest,
Read.
the work of the hands of workmen with the axe.
Read.
Verse 4. They deck it with silver and with gold.
Read.
They fasten it with nails,
Read,
and with
Baba.
hammers that it move not.
Right, hold it right there. We're gonna leave it right there. They make idols out of Christmas trees, out of bunny rabbits, out of crosses, out of rocks, and call it the cobblestone. They kiss it and get herpes. Right? These idols, they move not. They can't do anything for you. If they did anything for you, the ghetto wouldn't be in such a terrible condition. The reserves would be, if those totem poles worked, the reserves wouldn't be having pipelines ran through them. And with that said, I'm going to hand the class back over to Officer 1000 Adiyar. Salakia, sir, are you there? Salakia, sir, I think you're on mute.
Can you hear me?
Khan, sir.
Come, most I ain't correct.
All
right.
What the crap? Okay, 1 second. We're going through some technical difficulties. Shalom, Trooper. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah. Salakia, sir, are you there? All right, so Officer Adiyar is going to jump back in. While he jumps back in, we're going to continue. Right? Where did we leave off? Semiramis claimed that she was immaculately conceived. She taught that the moon was a goddess and that went through a 28-day cycle and ovulated when full, and that she had come down from the moon in a giant moon egg that fell into the Euphrates River. Salakia. Euphrates River. At the sunrise, at the time of the first full moon, after the spring equinox, on a Sunday. Semiramis became known as Ishtar, which is pronounced Ishtar, referred as Ashtaroth in scriptures. And her moon egg became known as Ishtar's egg, right? So you see right there, you want Easter and you want Easter eggs, and you don't know that you're worshiping pagan gods. And then you're gonna go to church on Christmas and say, I'm a good Christian, right? Benjamites everywhere over the last 2 days, their house stinks of fish, right? They were in their house seasoning fish for days, right? And they went outside and everyone came over and they had a big fish fry in the backyard. But when we read Easter, it has nothing to do with fish. It's lamb, unleavened bread, bitter herbs, and strong drink. Right? One of her titles was the Queen of Heaven, right? And there is no mention of a Queen of Heaven in the Bible, right? So that's what you're worshiping. You're worshiping pagan idols. None of these idols are gonna help you. And two of her fertility symbols were the rabbit and the egg, right? Slovakia, Officer Slovakia. I was reading for a second. Who do we got? Trooper Sakat. Slovakia. Let's see if Officer Adiyar is back.
Yeah.
Slovakia.
Hey, Shalom.
Hey, Shalom, sir. I'm gonna hand the class back over to Officer 1000 Adiyar.
Shalom, Akim. Y'all could hear me and clear and well?
Khan, sir.
Salakia, the white man. Let me say this: the oppressors of them devil the Bible speak of, man. Understand?
Khan, sir.
All right, we was reading what Officers of Badger was reading is powerful. You understand? Yeah, come.
Right.
You understand? So what Officers of Badger was saying is has volume in it. Salakia, officer, did you touch Exodus chapter 12? Did you go in the verses yet?
Salakia, sir. I didn't go into Exodus chapter 12 yet. I
All
was
right,
just reading
no sweat.
the article.
Come, most I correct. So just like you've seen in the article it shows that the Passover, what we celebrate as Easter, like what the Christians celebrate as Easter, has nothing to do with the Bible. You
Right.
understand? And just like us as Abijah was saying that's the glory to the Queen of Heaven, Semiramis. You understand? The mother and the wife of Nimrod. This thing started way back in antiquity. You understand? It started way back before Christ. And Christians, by being ignorant of what history, by being ignorant of the Bible, don't even notice the real Passover is about God killing the Egyptian because we were slaves in Egypt, man. Because
Right.
we were slaves in Egypt, God killed those stinking Egyptians, those stinking Hamites, man. You understand? Now, the real Easter, we could say, should be about the real Pâques, in French they say la Pâques, the real Pâques or the real Passover, the real feast that we should celebrate during these times is the Passover, which is going to be on the 24th of April this year. This is what is in the Bible. This is quite what Christ celebrated as well with the apostles. And even after Christ, they celebrated exactly that feast, not the Easter of the pagan, of the Christian that they celebrate today. Now you heard about, the Queen of Heaven. But Makwasha, bring me to Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 18. Somebody bring me there. We're going to show you that what the Christians celebrate today They used to celebrate it back in the day. So, let another warrior because of the microphone. Somebody give me Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 18.
Gone, sir.
You
I have
understand?
it.
What we celebrate as Pâques or Easter today has nothing to do with the Bible. In the Bible, what is there? The Passover, where our God, the God of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, killed our oppressors, killed those Egyptians because they had us in captivity. Now, if the white man was smart, he would look back and what happened in Egypt. Today, Egypt is nothing but a pile of sand. There's nothing in Egypt. Even Africans don't even claim Egypt, man. We have dumb Negroes, we have retarded Negroes that claim Egypt today. That say, well, you know what, Egypt, we are pharaohs. We were the kings in Egypt and everything. While the Africans don't even claim Egypt, it's like, it's like something that is cursed for them. They let the Arabs stay over there. You understand? But we want to claim Egypt. While our God killed those Egyptians on our behalf because we were suffering because we were in captivity over there. And I'm gonna tell something that all you oppressors, look what happened in Egypt and think about what's gonna come for you in America and Canada, man. You understand? Our God is the living God. Our God is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. Our God is the creator of life itself. You understand? Who has the verse, Baba Quasha? See if you could turn your microphone on if it's gonna cause problem.
Salaki, I think the trooper backed up.
Your
Salaki,
man Kovo is here with us in the house. You understand? Let's clap for your man Kovo. Understand? Still just staying strong over here in Montreal, man. We're going through hell, and whatever, but we're gonna make it back. We're gonna go to hell and back, man. Just like they say, man. Understand? This is
yeah.
nothing for us, man. We the priests of the Most High. We the warriors of the Most High. Whatever you throw in front of us, we'll overcome. That's how it is. So who has the verse? Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 18.
You wanted 7 verse 18. Salaki, sir, I got it right now. Jeremiah 7 verse 18. The children
I
gathered
can hear
wood.
Zubaja. Zubaja, you hear me?
Khan, can you hear me, sir? Khan, everyone, Khan, I
Hold
can
on,
hear
I
you.
can't.
Right? So, Salakia, Trooper Sakai, do you have the verse though?
Jeremiah 7, verse 18.
Khan, read it for Officer Adiyar when he comes back in.
Can't select. I had to reset this. All right, go ahead.
Slakia, one moment.
No sweat, no sweat.
7 verse 18.
And don't for those that's watching out there, don't forget to like and share. Like and share these classes, man. You understand? These are the things that black people, so-called black, especially Native Indian in Canada need, man. This is the solution for us in the ghetto. This is the solution for us in captivity, in oppression, man, in the ghettos, man. You understand? So share these classes, man. Get in the I.S.U.P.K, man. Come and change your life. Come and prove yourself if you really love the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man. All right, let's get it. Let's get it, Akim. Jeremiah chapter 7, verse
Gone,
18.
sir.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 7, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough to make cakes to the queen of heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger.
Yeah, hear me now?
Con, sir.
Con,
So
sir.
like the white man is a damn the white man is a damn devil. I'm having problem with my laptop. I'm having problem with my phone, and so but we still gonna keep on going. We ain't gonna give up, man. You understand? All right, Trooper Sequoia, bring me back to that verse one more time, Baba Quasha.
This is Jeremiah 7, verse 18. The
Go
children
ahead.
gather wood,
They got the
and the
what?
fathers kindle the fire, and the women
What did
knead their
the
dough.
children gather? The children gather the wood, right?
Gone.
Uh, so they gathering wood to do what?
They're gathering wood to build for a fire, sir.
Yeah, could hear me now?
Con.
Con, sir. Salakia, Trooper, read that verse one more time.
This is Jeremiah 7, verse 18. The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead the dough to make cakes to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger.
Right. So Salakia, why were they making kneading cakes and kindling fire?
Sounds like they were doing it for the sake of whatever God they're worshiping.
Which come. So what else, everybody? What were they doing? I mean, for that God, what were they doing?
They were having like
Think
what,
about.
like a
Go
they
ahead.
gathered the wood to make a fire to have like a barbecue.
Like when you have a barbecue, like you have a spirit when you do the barbecue, right? You have a spirit of gathering. So what is it called? That type of spirit that's in you, or that type of environment, or that type of gathering. What is it called? Think about the Easter. The Christians gonna celebrate
Salakia, a party.
a party, a feast. You understand? They were ready to
Yeah.
do a feast for. You understand? A feast. Who is that feast dedicated to?
In this verse, Salakia, sir, it's the Queen of
Go
Heaven.
ahead. The who?
It says the Queen of Heaven in this verse.
What are the Christians gonna do to tomorrow?
Salakia, they're going to celebrate Easter.
Exact, which is use the same thing use the same words that you use.
Oh, they're going to celebrate the Queen of Heaven.
Exactly. That's what they're gonna do tomorrow. Celebrate the Queen of Heaven, man. You understand? Which shows in the Bible that these things happened back in the days, even before Christ. This is not something that happened. I mean, that just came out or came out after Christ. It happened back in the days before Christ. Matter of fact, your man Kovo is gonna read something for y'all. You understand? And you have it about the Easter and everything. You understand? Go ahead. The one that right above the prayer, the prayer for the Queen of Heaven. Okay, you could okay. All right, no sweat. Give me a few. Yeah. I'll send it to you on your WhatsApp, man. Understand? All right, so give the young man a few minutes and he's gonna find it. But we're gonna see exactly like even in the prayer of the Queen of Heaven, it talks about celebrating the Queen of Heaven. And now we read in Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 18, where those children, those men, those women were getting ready to have a party, getting ready. Now, I mean, the women are cooking cakes. Today they cook they make chocolates and cupcakes and whatever. It's the same thing that was going on in the
Hey, sir, Salakia, you're on mute. We can't hear you at the moment.
So like my mic just keep on going off and off, and my laptop I mean not working on it. So I'm trying to get my laptop working right now. So yeah, and Jeremiah chapter 44 verse 25. Jeremiah chapter 44 verse 25, and we see exactly on Jeremiah chapter 7 verse 18. We see the celebration of Easter. We see where those people now celebrated the same thing that Christians are celebrating, are gonna celebrate tomorrow. You understand? Meanwhile, the real feast is about God killing the Egyptians. Christ celebrated that feast. The apostles celebrated that feast when we read Acts 12. You understand? So let's go before we go in Jeremiah chapter 44 verse 25. Let's go to Exodus chapter 12 verse 21. Let's see the feast. Let's see the real feast that we should celebrate. Is it Easter? I mean, is it like the Catholic? Well, we have what you might call it, the Friday that just passed. How you call it again? Good
Salakia,
Friday,
sir.
but the water. Exactly. In French, it's called Vendredi Saint, which will means Holy Friday. Understand? But it's Good Friday, and today whatsoever. But we can't find none of these things in the Bible. Well, let's see what we can find in the Bible though. Exodus chapter 12, verse 21.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 12, and verse 21.
Go ahead.
Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel
hmm
and said unto them, Draw
Go
out
ahead.
and take you a lamb according to your families, and kill the Passover. Verse 22. And ye shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin,
You understand? Now we
and
seen
strike the
exactly.
lintel and
You hear me?
Con.
con.
So like yeah, my microphone is going in and out and everything. So bear with me. I'm using my phone right now, so I'm going in and out and everything. So bear with me. But we seen the I.S.U.P.K slaughter of the lamb. Every year we have a slaughter of the lamb. You see it on YouTube, you see it on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. You see the slaughter of the lamb. We even have posters that say slaughter of the lamb. Why? Because we commemorating that day that Moses
Right.
spoke to the elders and everything. You understand? We remembering that day. And this is what's in the Bible, not the fake Passover where children gonna run in the park looking for eggs. I mean, we're looking for eggs that came out of a rabbit. Rabbit don't lay eggs.
Right.
News flash, Christian. You understand? Rabbit don't lay eggs. So where does the egg come from? I had a picture now, I wanted to show y'all, but now my computer now is messing up and everything. But you see exactly the statue of Semiramis, the statue of Astarte. What's the name in English again? Aseret. Ashtar. So two other Ashtar. You see the statue of Ashtar with a bunch of, I mean, eggs or titties on her. This is where it comes from.
Salakia,
Understand?
sir.
This is where it comes from. Come.
I got a picture. I'm just loading it up. Let me see if I can get it
Come,
right quick,
come,
sir.
come. Go ahead. Let them see it. You have the one with the million titties.
Con, sir. Con, sir.
I mean, titties everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Eggs everywhere. We're looking like titties everywhere, all over her body. But this is what Christians say. You know what I'm saying? While we can't find this in the Bible, but we find the slaughter of the lamb in the Bible. We find the Passover in the Bible. Keep on going to Officer Shaw 1.
Come. Verse 22. And he shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin,
Go ahead.
and strike the lintel two side posts with the blood that is in the basin.
Know what I mean? So you should mark your house with the blood. Know what I mean, with that blood, you gonna house. Understand? And how you mark your house? You mark in front of the door. You understand? You mark in front of the doors, and that's how you mark the house. Go ahead.
And none of you shall go out at the door of his house until the
Know what I
morning.
mean, when after doing this, stay indoor. Don't go outside. Don't go to the strip club. I mean, don't go to the club having strippers. I mean, gyrating. I mean, twerking in front of you. Stay with your family, man. Be with family. Be in brotherhood, man. You understand? Us in the I.S.U.P.K. We
Salakia, sir. You're on mute again.
yeah, hear me now?
Con, sir.
So my microphone is really, I mean, I don't know what's going on tonight. The white man is a damn devil. They want to celebrate their damn Easter and everything. But you understand, we're gonna persevere. We're not gonna give up today. I mean, not today. If we're gonna have to do a round two of this class, we will. You understand? But this is what it is. You
Right.
understand? Mark your house. Don't go in the strip club having strippers, I mean, shaking in front of you, or bottle girls shaking, I mean, half naked with their behind hanging out, I mean, in front of you. Don't have that, but stay indoors. Keep on going, Officer Shaw 1.
Verse 23. For the Lord will
Mhm.
pass through to smite the Egyptians.
To do what?
Smite the Egyptians.
No, Officer, God loves everybody.
Smite the Egyptians.
Officer Shaw 1, the Egyptian could be saved.
Smite the Egyptians.
No, but not my Jesus, Officer Shaw 1.
Smite the Egyptians.
Smite the Egyptian. Smite means to kill, means kill the Egyptian. God's gonna send the angel, an angel of death. You understand? An angel of terror. That means against those Egyptians. Because why? Because we were slaves in Egypt. This is what Christ celebrated as well. This is what the apostles celebrated as well. Not going around and looking for eggs, you understand, that came out of a rabbit. But Christ celebrated the fact that Egyptians died for us to be free.
Right.
Christ celebrated the fact that God killed those second Egyptians, man. You understand? Keep on going.
Right.
And when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and
Mhm.
on the two side posts, the Lord will pass
Mhm.
over the door.
Which means what? Which means when that angels of death pass around and killing those Egyptians, now he sees a house with the blood in front of the door. Now he's gonna be like, you know what? That's Israel. That's the chosen people. That's the sons of God. I can't go and kill the sons of God. I'm gonna go. I need an Egyptian tonight. I need to kill an Egyptian tonight. You understand? So this over here, nah, hands off over here. I'm not gonna touch that person over here. I'm not gonna touch that family over here because those are God's chosen people, man. While that second Egyptian, that's the neighbor. I mean, living in the same block, the same block apartment, whatever. I mean, across the street, that Egyptian I mean that was living there, the angel was there. I mean, to kill.
So, like I said, here on mute again. I got the picture loaded up, right? So while we wait for Officer Adiyar to get back, if you look right here, this is a picture of a star, right? This is a picture of the pagan god that people are worshiping on this weekend, thinking that it has something to do with the Bible, thinking that the bunny cheese and all the fish has something to do with the Bible, right? Officer Shariwan, as he's reading, he's letting you know that you didn't see bunny cheese yet. You didn't see fish,
Right.
and you didn't see lying to your children about Easter eggs and chocolate bunnies.
Gone. Understand? Gone. So what, officers about you? Understand? But
Come
this
on,
is the. No, I mean, this is the million. I call it the woman with the million titties. Like,
right.
I mean, titties everywhere. I don't know if it's egg or titties, but that them things look like titties, man. I mean, slapping titties at
Awesome.
that. You understand? But this is what Christians celebrate tonight. Understand?
Right.
Go. Yeah. Go. Understand? And all right, hold on a second. Just give me a few seconds.
Hold on a second.
We're getting a reverb right quick.
Hey, Akim, y'all could hear me?
Come on, sir.
So like I just not made my most I impressed the computer not made my laptop's working right now. All right, so this is the woman exactly the Jeremiah chapter 7 verse 18 is talking about Ishtar. There's a movie that talks about Ishtar and that she portrayed Ishtar, which is called Queen of the Damned. Aaliyah played in it. That's Ishtar. Understand? There's another movie that I told you the movie the other day, Queen of the Damned, and the other movie with the superhero. Suicide Squad. You understand? When you look at Suicide Squad, that them demon or I mean that girl that played that demon, that's Ishtar. You understand? That's a representation of Ishtar. But Christians celebrate that, not the God in the Bible, not Christ. We see what Christ celebrated, which is the Passover. Keep on reading on a little bit further now, Officer Shah one. Keep that image right there, Officer Zabaja. Keep
Come on, everyone, come on.
This is Exodus chapter
Go ahead.
12 and verse 23.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry. The Lord will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer to come into your houses to smite you.
This is what the Passover is. This is why we call it Passover. Because what? That angel passed over the house. You know what I mean? That angel didn't touch the house. We skipped that house. You understand? Because why? Because we marked our doors with of the lamb that we just killed for the Passover. And so when the angel passed, or the destroyer, like the Bible said, which was an angel, you understand? Or in other words, the angel of death, that angel, because there was an Israelite there, or that's an Israelite family in there. But the Egyptian, he killed. You understand? Keep on going.
Verse 24. And ye shall observe this thing for an ordinance to thee and to thy sons
An
forever.
ordinance to what?
An
For
ordinance
what?
to thee
Mhm. Go ahead.
and to thy sons forever.
Which means this is a law for you and to your generation, to your sons forever. Some people are gonna say, some fake Israelites gonna say, well, you know what? We should not keep the Passover because we're not in our land. We were in our land where we celebrated the first Passover. We were in Egypt in captivity when we celebrated the first Passover, man. You understand? So don't listen to fake Israelite that's gonna say, well, you know what? We can celebrate the Passover. We're not in Israel. We didn't celebrate our first Passover in Israel. We did it in Egypt in captivity. You understand? And today we do it in we do it we're gonna do it in Texas in the I.S.U.P.K. In all its entirety and everything. But us in Canada, we're gonna be chilling together. We're gonna have that brotherhood and sisterhood together. You understand? The 24th of April this year. Why? Because we're remembering that law. This is a law. We're commemorating that law and that event that passed. You understand? We're remembering the fact that God killed those taken Egyptians because of us on all because we were slaves in Egypt, man. We were in oppression in Egypt, man. Just like we are in Canada today, just like we are in South America today, just like we are in the United States. You understand? Just like we are everywhere where you find black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, we are oppressed. You understand? We are in the bottom. And God is gonna wake up, you understand, and fight for us and do the same thing that he did. Matter of fact, he's gonna do even worse. Today, with the Bible, but we're looking at the roots of Easter and we're looking at what is in the Bible. You understand? Keep on going.
Salakia, sir.
Hey, Johnny Shalom, Johnny Ra 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 Awa Ra War Kokomo. Hey, Shalom, brother Yabash Shabbat. I speak in the home of the truth. Period. Damn right, we are the home of the truth. That's the exactly I mean what it is. Exactly. Come, get it, man. You already know what it is, man. We the UPK one West.
So Salakia, sir. I just wasn't sure if you were hearing us. But while I got a chance, shameless plug. If you are watching, go check out Commanding General YAHANNA. You could always come back to us. Go check out Commanding General YAHANNA. He's live right now. Salakia, sir. Are you still there? Salakia, sir. You're breaking up. Officer Shariwan, where were you last?
Salakia, sir, we just finished Exodus 12 and verse 24.
Khan, read verse 25.
Come. Verse 25. And it shall come to pass when ye be come to the land which the Lord will give you, according as he has promised, that ye shall keep this service.
Right. So the Passover, the Lord was slaughtering the firstborn of the Egyptians, right? And then he brought us into a land, right? He brought us into a land that we eventually ran out of, and we were supposed to keep this tradition in this land, right? We got to keep it forever in our dwellings, right? So, yeah. Let me stop sharing this for a quick second. Right? We got to keep this tradition in our dwellings forever.
Right.
Right? This is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be at Officer Shariwan's house, right? We're supposed to be showing brotherhood and cooking up some lamb, right? And if really the place to be right now is Texas, right? Texas on Yacht Street, Slovakia, Player Street, 14149 Player Street, right? That's the place to be. That's where you want to be. Bring your ribs, bring your kids. Like, you want to be there. There's nowhere else to be but there. You want to know what it's like to go through real brotherhood, where it's a party that you don't have to bring a gun to. Can you imagine? Every party in Toronto, you have to bring a firearm, because some brother might try to kill you, right? You want to be in Texas right now, enjoying the Passover that's coming up.
Right.
So
Damn right. Damn right. So what else is about you? Damn right. So we saying, I mean, for the sake of time, I'm gonna go fly through it. But we saying, I mean, from Exodus chapter 12, verse 21 to 28, we saying what the Passover is about. We saying what's in the Bible. We saying exactly what Christ followed. You understand? Let's get it more, to those that are gonna say that Christ didn't follow the Passover. Let's get to Luke chapter 22, verse 7. I have a question, which is the same thing that you could find in Matthew chapter 26, verse 26 to 28. But let's get Luke.
Sir, Officer Shariwan, let the trooper get it.
Come.
No sweat, sir.
And we're saying it. Do you have the prayer? Before that, let's see something. We are Jeremiah chapter 44, verse 25. Officer Shariwan, give me that. Your man Kovo's gonna read something for y'all. Understand? Let's get it. And before we, so like, and also I got these two books, the Zondervan Bible Dictionary and the Prudence Complete Concordance. You understand? We're gonna see what Easter, what they say about Easter in these two biblical dictionaries. Right? Go ahead, Yomen Kovo.
This is a prayer to Ishtar. I was only able to find a French, so this is an English translation, so it might not be verbatim. I'll start. Celebrate the goddess, the greatest goddess, honored by the lady of people, the greatest of gods. Celebrate Ishtar, the greatest of goddesses. Honored be the sovereign of women, the greatest god. Clothed in love, full of seduction, of Venus and voluptuous. Ishtar, joyful, clothed in love, full of seduction, Venus and voluptuousness. Her lips are all honey, her mouth alive.
You see, exactly. This is the. I mean, we're not gonna read the entire part, but this is a prayer to Ishtar. You understand? A prayer to Ishtar, which is the queen of heaven for the pagans, and this is exactly what I mean. What they celebrate, the queen of heaven. In French, it says it better in French. It says, "Glorify her, the queen of heaven." That's what it says in French. Understand? In English, the translation is not the same, but in French, it says the queen is actually say the queen of heaven. Celebrate her. You understand? So this is a feminist power, a feminist authority. You know what I mean, and this is what our people, you know what I mean, follow. And this is why you see the destructions happening. Women want to be like Ishtar, what you might call it, Wonder Woman, the Wonder Woman. You understand? The Wonder Woman spirit. I seen a post today on Facebook where the sister was like, "Don't call me girl. I'm a woman. I'm a Wonder Woman." I'm like, God damn it. That Ishtar spirit is out there, man. You understand? And
Yeah.
she was like, I mean, I'm a Wonder Woman. I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, okay, cool. I, mean, I know to stay away from you then. I mean,
Right.
but this is what it is. I mean, the in French, like, it actually says the Queen of Heaven, just like we read on Jeremiah chapter 7 verse 18. Now also Shah one, bring me to Jeremiah chapter 44 verse 25 of a question.
Con. This is Jeremiah chapter 44 and verse 25.
Hmm.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the
Hmm.
power of Israel,
Hmm.
saying, Ye and your wives have both spoken with your mouths,
Hmm.
and
Go
fulfilled
ahead.
with your hand, saying, We will surely perform our vows that we have vowed,
Hmm.
to burn
Go
incense to
ahead.
the Queen of Heaven,
To who?
to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven.
All right, say the officer Shah one. What does that mean? What you just read? What does it mean?
Salakia, so that means to make
Go,
a sacrifice or to worship the
come,
Queen of
but
Heaven.
going the entire come, but go in the entirety of what you just read. Like include the personality or the people that's included in the verse. Include them, I mean, and put them together.
Salakia, so
Mhm.
um,
All right, let's get back to the from the start. Let's go. Let's go.
Con. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, saying, Ye and your wives have both spoken with your mouths, and fulfilled with your hand, saying, We will surely perform our vows that we have vowed, to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven.
So like, yeah, can you hear me?
Con.
All right. So like, just break. I can hear y'all though. Hold on, just give me a second. I'm a officer Badger. I'm gonna take off, and I'm coming right back because I can hear the brothers. That's a fucking this is a budget, man. All right, y'all can hear me?
Con.
Come on.
So we're seeing the man and the woman in that verse that you just read. We're seeing the man and the woman getting prepared to do something, or they're about to do something, which is what of Sister one.
Salaki, sir. It sounds to me like there there's some type of uh, sexual sacrifice that they're gonna make to the Queen of Heaven.
Good, but it doesn't say sexual. I understand where you're coming from, but it doesn't say sexual. You understand? It's saying with their mouth, you understand, and their action. I mean, with their mouth, which is what they're talking about it, they're saying something, and with their action is their action, like the way they just read in Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 18, which is the same thing. Having a party for the Queen of Heaven, burning incense. When you burn, you burn sage, you burn other type of incense and everything, any type of prayer, like just like that prayer that the brother just read, like part of the prayer for Ishtar. That's like burning incense to the Queen of Heaven. You understand? So that's what they were doing. They were celebrating for Ishtar, for the Queen of. They were, in other words, they were celebrating the past. That's like a celebrating Easter. You understand? That's what we're seeing, and that's why I had the brother read what he just read, because of in French it says the Queen of Heaven, tu vas voir? La reine des cieux, which will be translated as the Queen of Heaven, but it doesn't say that in the translation that he had. But it's exactly what it is. The prayer is exactly like that. The Queen of Heaven. Matter of fact, the brother, before we go to the other verse, we're gonna read two pieces, two stands from these two books. Know what I mean, the Prudence, Complete Concordance, and the Compact Bible Dictionary. You understand? Zondervan Bible Dictionary. Get Easter from it. From it. Bible question. Did you mark the pages? Just go in on the. Understand? Give me a second. If you have questions or comments, I mean, you welcome. Go ahead.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Sister Shawan.
Salaki, sir. When it asks, we will surely perform our vows that we have vowed. Um, what vow did they vow, or what promise did they make?
Like, think about Christianity. Every year they come back and celebrate. I mean, that feast, right?
Come.
Think about Christianity. I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian, so I do the duty of a Christian. I celebrate what Christianity celebrate. I do what Christianity does, or tell me to do. So you know what? That's a vow. When you celebrate Christmas, that's a vow, and you repeat it. You repeat it over and over again. This is a vow. You understand?
Okay.
That's the vow. Instead of coming back to who they are, instead of doing what they're supposed to do, that is coming back to the laws of the Most High, they take out to celebrate the Queen of Heaven, to show love or reverence to the Queen of Heaven. That's the vow.
Thought, sir.
Go ahead, you're cool.
This is the Zondervan.
Salakia, we're getting feedback
Subaki, just a moment.
on the mics. Salakia, sir, I'm going to mute you for a second while young man Kobo reads, or we'll use your mic, sir.
No. It's on my part. It's on my Salaki. Go ahead.
This is the Zondervan's Compact Bible Dictionary. Rendered Easter in Acts 12 over.
Passover. Can y'all hear us?
Salakia, sir, can you read it one more time, Baba Kasha?
Go ahead.
Easter, Passover.
Easter, Passover. Easter. Can you hear us?
Khan, sir, Khan out of one Khan.
Easter is the Passover, man. This is in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. While Christians celebrate Easter, going with rabbit laying eggs and everything, and Christ did it. They're saying Christ died Friday. Christ didn't die Friday. Christ died on a Wednesday. You can get 3 days from Friday to Sunday. You don't get 3 days and 3 nights from Fridays to Sunday. Christ died on a Wednesday and
Right.
Understand? Go ahead once again.
Easter, Passover.
This is from dictionary. Easter is the go ahead.
Passover.
The Passover. What we just read in Exodus chapter 10, 12, so like chapter 12, verse 21 to 28. This is what the real Easter is. This is what we should celebrate. What we're gonna celebrate on the 24th of April this month. You understand? This is what we should celebrate. This is what's in the Bible. But you celebrating, that thanks Sunday tomorrow is not in the Bible, has nothing to do with the Bible. Drop that. Bring me to the other one, to the other dictionary. Say in which dictionary you at.
Prudence, complete concordance.
Prudence, complete concordance. This is a Bible dictionary that talks about the Old and the New Testament. Go ahead.
The Passover.
Go ahead with the word first.
Easter.
Easter.
The Passover.
The what?
The Passover.
The Passover, man. Any Christian that does his research, any Christian that has knowledge, knows that the real Easter is the Passover, the day that God killed the second Egyptian because of us, to save us from captivity, slavery in Egypt. You understand? Keep on going.
The name Easter was given later to the Christian celebration of this season, ending after.
And in the article that Elsa's about to just put before in the beginning of the class, we could see exactly Easter. We could see where it started from. We could see where it came up to. You understand? Y'all could hear me, Hakim?
Khan, sir, we can hear you loud and clear.
All right, so we see exactly what the budget was bringing out. This is Easter and celebrate and everything, and we could see when the start up. What is called Easter as well. You understand? It's called Easter as well because of the month that it comes from, falls in, and the language of the Germans. Understand? Easter is from the roots of the Germanic language. So this is where it comes from. Easter has nothing to do with the Bible. Now let's go see a Christ celebrated Easter. Bring me to Luke chapter 22, verse 7. So like a Passover. Easter, my bad. Luke chapter 22, verse 7.
I believe the trooper was holding that one, sir.
Come on, go ahead.
Trooper Sakai, you got it?
Now, anybody that got it. Now, let's get closer. For the sake of time, Luke 22,
Khan, sir.
Luke 22, verse 7.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 22 and verse 7. Then came the day of unleavened bread, when the Passover must be killed. Verse verse 8. And he sent Peter and John, saying, Go and prepare us the Passover that we may eat.
Go ahead. Oh, wait. Officer Shawan. Go. Who's talking right there?
Salakia, sir, in verse 8.
Come.
Con, Christ, sir.
Exactly. Now, I mean, also, Officer Shawan got it. Now, I mean, Yom Kippur got it as well. Christ is talking right there. He said, "Go and prepare us the Passover, not Easter, not go and get us some what you want to call it? I mean, some eggs, some chocolate. You understand? Go us and prepare us the Passover. Christ celebrated the Passover, which is the day that God killed the second Egyptian. But wait a minute though. I thought Christ came for everybody. If Christ came for everybody, why would they celebrate? Christ will celebrate the Passover, which is about God killing this dog. If Christ was about everybody, so Christ should be about the Egyptian as well. Christ should celebrate the Passover because he came to save the Egyptian as well. This is the light of the Christian church, and the Christian church can't understand. This is why they don't celebrate the Passover, but they celebrate Easter. You understand? Because if Christ came for everybody, why would Christ celebrate the Passover, which is about God killing those taken Egyptians, those dirty Egyptians? Understand?
Right.
Those Egyptians that will put crocodile dung in their woman vagina, now I mean for contraceptive.
Right.
Why would Christ say, let's celebrate that feast if he came for them? That doesn't make sense. Christ didn't came from those taken Egyptians or no other Amites at all. Christ came for you, Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian, just like you and me in the ghettos, in the barrios, in the reservation, us suffering in America. Christ came for us. That Passover is a commemoration, remembrance of God killing our oppressor to save us. This is what we should celebrate. This is what's in the Bible. That
Right.
Easter that's gonna happen tomorrow is not in the Bible, man. You understand? It's not in the Bible. But we're seeing what's in the Bible. We're seeing that Christ celebrated the Passover. Understand? So only this could call a Christian. Christian gonna say, well, Christ came for everybody. Well, why Christ celebrated the Passover then? Passover was about God killing those Egyptians. Why would God celebrate the Passover if he came for everybody then? This exactly shows that Christ came for everybody.
Salakia, officer Adiyar is breaking up. Right. What we got next?
Y'all could hear me now?
Khan, sir, we can hear you.
Man, Salakia for today. Man. I don't know what's going on. Like, we had a Tawab class Wednesday talking about the Passover in French. Class was so good, but I mean, they probably don't want the same thing happening with us brothers and everything. But I mean, so Esau is the damn devil, man. You understand? The oppressor is the devil the Bible speak of. You understand? And we're gonna leave it at that. But we're gonna keep doing SPK one West, and we will never quit. You understand? Until we die.
Right.
Understand? Right. Somebody bring me to Exodus chapter 3, verse 2. Us Badger, can you take over the class for a few seconds?
Khan, sir. Someone get me Exodus 3, verse 22. Let me get there with you. Right, read it whenever you got it.
I got it, sir, if you want
Come on, you can read it.
it. Exodus chapter Exodus chapter 3, verse 22.
Salakia,
But
20,
every woman Salakia, sir, I can't hear you.
23 verse 2.
Salakia, sir, it's cutting up on my side.
Come on, no sweat. Get me 23 verse 2, Baba Kashaf.
23, verse 2. Come on, sir. 23, verse 2. Exodus chapter 23, verse 2. Thou shalt not follow the multitudes to do evil.
Hold it right there, right? So yeah, don't follow the multitude to do evil, right? Y'all thinking, I'm just gonna eat these chocolate eggs because it's just chocolate, it's harmless. That's evil. That's the sacrifices onto Belial. But all right. You don't want to follow the multitude to do evil. Salaki, in this context, young man, what is the evil that we're speaking about in this context?
To celebrate these pagan holy days.
Khan, that's definitely true. You are definitely right. But in the context of the topic, what are we talking about? Bring me home.
Don't do what these other people do.
Khan. That's definitely it. But on topic, like what have we been talking about this whole class? What are the Christians celebrating right now?
Easter, sir. Don't celebrate Easter.
Khan, let's get that young man a hand. Right? So the evil that the multitudes are doing right now is Easter, which is evil. It's about some deviant who slept with her son and made her son her husband, who told the world that she came from the moon. Right? It's about worshiping the other gods. Read it one more time from the top, Baba Kasha.
Thou shalt not follow the multitudes to do evil.
Right. Don't follow the multitudes to do evil. Easter, telling your children that bunnies lay eggs, that's evil. Tricks are for kids. Like, I don't know if anybody's seen the commercial, if anybody knows about the cereal. The bunny, they're always trying to catch the bunny. The bunny would always tell them that, or they would always tell the bunny that tricks are for kids. Right? Don't do that evil. Don't fry up the fish on Friday thinking that you're celebrating Passover. Read.
Neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to rest.
Salakia, one moment.
Salakia, sir. I didn't hear you.
Read that one more time.
Neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many.
So Salakia, I can't hear you. Read it one more time.
Everybody's on. Salakia, sir, it's cutting up real bad. I didn't hear.
Read it one more time, Ak.
Neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to rest.
Right? To rest that judgment. Don't speak and cause the decline of the many to do that evil. Right? Don't speak like and make it seem like it's okay to celebrate these pagan holidays. Right? These days aren't holy. They're not what the Lord wanted you to celebrate. Right? Someone bring me to Proverbs 24 verse 1. I'm gonna hand the class back over to Officer 1000 Adiyar.
So what, preach, man. So like my laptop now means everything over here is bugging, man. You could close, you could close, mute yourself.
No sweat, sir.
Everything over here is bugging, man. My phone is bugging, my laptop is bugging. So now no sweat. We gotta keep on going. Okay.
So
But yeah,
they know we're waking up the dead.
come, you understand? They make too much money out of Easter, so you understand what we're saying? They don't want people to see. You know what I mean? They don't want people to hear because they make too much money out.
Right.
Understand? But I just wanted to add up on the first part of the verse where it says, "Do not follow the multitude in doing evil." Like everybody's gonna celebrate Easter. Every Christian's gonna celebrate Easter. And if you and your family don't celebrate Easter, they're looking at you like, nah, I mean, you the wrong. You somebody weird. You're a weirdo. You lame. You don't love your kids because you don't let your kids go to the park and I mean run after I mean eggs, chocolate eggs, and everything. I mean, and you have a big rabbit. I mean, mascot over there. I mean, who's where the man inside of the mascot might be a homosexual, a pedophile, I mean, a rapist.
Yeah.
They don't even give a damn. And you understand? And kids run to go get eggs, run and go take pictures on the lap of this homosexual, this rapist, this I mean, pedophile. They don't care. But if we don't celebrate that, we look. They're looking at us like we're strange. Don't follow the multitude in doing evil, man. You understand? While they're doing their evil, while we know they're not celebrating Christ, they're not doing a damn thing that's according to the Bible, but celebrating the Queen of Heaven. Don't follow them out of fear, out of you know what? I want to be included in this life. I want to have a part in this kingdom. You understand? I want people to see me like I'm a good family father. I'm a good mother. You understand? Don't do what's evil, man. You understand? Because everybody else is doing it. Be excluded from that. Be somebody that's gonna be like, you know what? I see what they're doing. Me and my house, we will not do it.
Right.
Stay strong on that. And that's what following Christ is about. That's what following God is about, man. Me and my family, me and my house, we will not do it because it is wrong. It is evil to
Right.
do. I will not do it, man. You understand? This is what following God is about. But a Christian doesn't follow God. A Christian doesn't give a damn about God. Just let everybody do it. You understand? Everybody else is doing it. I will do it myself. You understand? This is Christianity, man. You understand? This is why I had to pull that verse and bring out that verse and everything. So, but let's keep going. Uh, Come on, go ahead. No, you could speak.
Proverbs chapter 24, verse 1. Be not thou envious against evil men.
Exactly. Be not that envious. Don't envy what they do. Don't want to be them. You understand? You could mute yourself. You don't want to be them. Don't want to, you understand, do what they do. Don't be envious. I mean, against I mean of evil men. You see them doing evil, let them do their evil, man. You do something different, which is the contrary of being evil, which is being righteous. Understand? Which is following the laws, following the precepts and the laws of God. Understand? But you know what? In the world that we live, we see little Nas. Now you're gonna see a bunch of little Nas. You're gonna see, you know what I mean, your friends that you had back in the day. You understand? Having the same spirit as little Nas. You understand? Y'all gonna see that. Go ahead.
If I may just
Neither
add,
desire to
Hold on,
be
hold on,
with
hold
them.
on, hold on, hold on. Go ahead, us, Zabaja.
if I may, the water warrior, I know you want to read that scripture. Give me 1 second, Dr. Shah. I know you want to get it in. I'm happy that you're trying to get it in.
Khan,
Salaki.
sir, Khan.
Give me 1 second. Salaki, sir. Like, you know that, like, going down my timeline for the last 2 days, like, all I seen was fried fish with the escovitch, right? All I seen was fried dumpling, right? And what you're saying is so heavy. Be not envious, because it's like, I know that fish tastes good. Like some sister made it, so you damn well know it tastes good. And but I know that in a couple weeks we're gonna get that lamb, and the lamb is gonna taste better than that fish, right? Especially
God,
because
God,
it's
God.
for the Lord. The Lord is gonna smell that lamb, and He's gonna smell it while it's cooking, and that's gonna be that burnt offering for the Lord, right? Like, don't be
God.
jealous of that fried fish, the escovitch, the bun and cheese, and the fried dumpling that you see going down your timeline right now.
Exactly. You understand? Most High in Christ. You understand? That land that we're doing, I mean, it's not gonna be the same spirit neither. Know what I mean, we're not celebrating for the Queen of Heaven. I mean, we're doing what Christ did. You understand? And like Christ said, when two or three are gathered in my name, here I am also. So Christ will be there, know what I mean, with us in the spirit. You understand?
Right,
But you know what? Christ is not with those Christians that celebrating Easter. He's not with them. Understand? He's not amongst them, but he will be amongst us celebrating the Passover just like he did when he was alive, when he was on earth. Understand?
right.
Come, I mean, most time Christ for you. That's exactly, I mean, what you say is heavy. You understand? And then, I pray your people in your timeline see this class. You understand? I hope
God,
they see this class and they know and yeah, make some videos. I mean, short videos, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. But I mean, I speak Canada. I mean, about the Easter. Get it. I mean, put in it with. I mean, if you need other Akim, with you. I mean, do it. I mean, together, brotherhood, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But let's put some videos out there for the people to see that now, and flood Canada with the fact that Easter that they're gonna celebrate has nothing to do with the Bible. Let's flood this message in Canada this year, man.
God,
All right,
sir.
Con.
all right. Go ahead, your man Kovo.
Neither desire to be with them.
Not a desire to be with them, man. All people want to be with the Esau so much. Whatever Esau does, man. You understand? Matter of fact, we was watching a show, me and your man Kovo. You understand? We was watching a show where the black woman was like, I mean, her man came in the house and she was giving him trouble. But as soon as the Edomite came in the house, the dude, I mean, she didn't even, I mean, the dude didn't even give a exact insulted her first. Know what I mean, and afterwards she was like, "I thought she was gonna bring me to a date." I
Good.
mean, which is crazy. This is what this. Know what I mean, this is we want to be with the oppressor. We want to be with our enemies. While the Bible says what? Need a desire.
Neither desire to be with them.
Not the desire to be with them, man. Don't desire to be with your own oppressor, with the same people that put your forefather, your forefather in chains, and now you want to be with them. You understand? And this is a major problem in Canada. In my problem, because of that problem, you don't see like a lot of brothers and sisters coming up in Canada, in Montreal, because we desire to be with the oppressor.
Uh,
And once
Right.
we know the truth, we don't want to leave the oppressor. We're like, you know what? I'm good over here. You know what I mean? Nothing's happening. Nothing bad's happening to me. So I'm good with the oppressor. Well, I'm giving you a warning. You better live before it's too late. I was in that life as well. You better live before it's too late. Okay?
Right.
Okay. Hold on a second. Also, Zabaja, I'm gonna leave and come back because my speaker, because I'm using my Bluetooth and everything, so they're not connecting. I can hear you. I could hear myself, but I can't hear you. So
Another
you
one.
could go
What
to
was
the
the
next
last thing that
precept, which
you
will
were just
be
reading?
Exodus chapter 23, verse 2, and you could go down and so on. You understand?
We were just reading Exodus 23, verse 2. We were finished that. Someone get me Proverbs 24, verse 1. Oh,
con.
sure.
There's the book of Proverbs, chapter 24 and verse 1.
Hold up. Let me catch up with you.
Come.
Proverbs 24, verse 1. Khan, you can read it whenever you got it.
Come. Be not thou envious against evil men.
Right? Don't be jealous of evil men. Right? They wanna make our sisters Salakia. Like evil men will tell our sisters it's okay to be whores, right? Evil men convince our sisters that they need Valentine's gifts and they need to tell their children to go hunt some Easter bunny, right? Do not be envious of evil men. Evil men aren't gonna help our community, right? Following Easter hasn't done anything for us up to this day. Like, think about all the tragedy that's happening in the Black, Hispanic, and Native community. Somewhere in the world, some Black, Hispanic, or Native American is being murdered right now, right? Has following those evil men stopped that brothers or sisters murder? Somewhere in the world, one of our brothers and sisters, one of our sisters more specifically, is being prostituted, right? Did Easter stop that? Chocolate is not going to save that sister, right? Don't be envious of these evil men because they're not doing nothing for us, right? Their desires are not of the Lord. Read.
Come. Neither desire to be with them.
Right? Don't desire to be with these evil men, right? Your desire should be to the Lord. Like your desiring to be with these evil people is not going to do nothing for you. It hasn't done anything for us since the time we got off the slave ship, right? How long have we been trying to love these evil traditions that go against the Most High, and it's not helping us? Like, you don't see a bunch of millionaires coming out of the ghetto because they decided to follow Easter, Christmas, and all these pagan holidays that don't do nothing for us, right? All you see in the ghetto is oppression. All you see is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans dying. Salakia. I'm gonna hand the class back over to Officer RDR.
To what appreciate. And it's a lot, you know what I mean? Tonight, I don't know. Esau is enraged. Esau saying the work that y'all putting on and everything. Esau is enraged. I'm having trouble everywhere, man. You understand? I can't even stay 5 minutes or something. I mean, on my computer, on my phone. Understand? But no sweat. You understand? We got it on
No
lock.
sweat, sir.
And this is
That
this proof that we do something amazing. Because if we wasn't doing something amazing, Esau would have left us alone. Understand? This proves that we're doing something that they don't want us to do, and we will keep on doing it. We want West till death. Understand? Matter of fact, they're not fighting with us, they're doing it against God. So the more things that they do against us, they're doing it against God, and God will destroy Esau and bring all the plagues on their behind. It's a lie. All right, so just like our
class, sir.
sister
No
Pagan, I
sweat,
mean,
sir.
don't Most I in Christ. Don't envy carnal man. Don't envy those that are doing evil, man. Instead, stay far away from them. Do what you're supposed to do. And if you have common sense, you will come to the I.S.U.P.K. You won't go to another group. You won't go to an IYC, whatever, I mean, the Sikari, I mean, GRCC, whatever, or I mean, whatever that is out there. You won't go to them, but you will come to the I.S.U.P.K, to the source, and
Right.
you come and learn. Not coming to the source, you desire evil men. You desire the wicked. Because there are wicked men out there that's doing, I mean, any type of thing. And that's fake camp. And I mean, they have just like the churches and everything. But us in the speaking, we are about perfecting ourselves. We are about perfecting each other. We are about perfecting our nation. That's what we are about.
Right.
And if you're really about Christ, if you're really about God, you will come to the I.S.U.P.K on the coming generation. That's what it is. For time's sake, and somebody bring me to Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. But we say exactly that means that Easter has nothing to do with the Bible. What is in the Bible? The Passover. Just like we read in Luke chapter 22, verse 7 to 8, Christ celebrated the Passover. We could see the same thing in Matthew chapter 26, verse 26 to 28. Christ celebrated the Passover. We could see the same thing in Acts 12, where the apostles celebrated the Passover. But you're not going to see Easter as they're celebrated today in the Bible. But you're going to see the dictionary say Easter is the Passover. When you see that, I mean, like they say, the Easter is in the King
Salakia,
James.
sir.
Go ahead.
You said, did you say that you wanted Luke 22 verse 8?
Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. You have it?
Oh, Colossians chapter 2 verse 8.
The Yom Kovo got it already. You could bring me to Ephesians chapter 5, verse 6. Understand? Yom Kovo, go ahead.
Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and
I'll be done in 2 minutes.
vain deceit.
To you. Understand? Rob you through love and vendicity. I mean, not any type of nonsense that's out there, like the Easter nonsense. Beware of that. All you got to do is go research where it comes from. And this is the one thing that we have problem as a people. We want to do everything that everybody's doing. That's why I had
Right.
Exodus chapter 33 verse 2. Like we need to beware of these things. We say everybody doing something, we want to do it as well. Now, go look at the roots of it. Go see if it's something that is the wild to do, that is good to do. You go look if it's something that we should do. We celebrate Easter, Christmas, our birthdays. We celebrate all these things, but we don't search if we should do these type of things. And this is what we need to do, man. We should start searching these things. Should I do this thing? Should I celebrate Christmas? Should I celebrate the New Year's? Should I celebrate these feasts that they give us in the world? Should I do it? We need to search these things, and this is where we get the knowledge of not doing these things. And us in the UPK, we're showing you that knowledge. We're showing you that you should not celebrate these things and not do this type of thing that you're seeing that everybody else is doing. You understand? Easter has nothing to do with the Bible. The Passover does, though. The Passover is in the Bible, and the Easter is not. Matter of fact, Easter is in the Bible as something that we should not do, as something that is against God. You can find in Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 18. In Jeremiah chapter 44, verse 25, which is the celebration. You understand? It's in the Bible. And they used to celebrate Easter way before Christ, since the Babylonian Empire. And that goes way back. I mean, she comes by many names. Understand? There's a part that I wanted us as a budget to read, where it talks about Nimrod was killed and was like chopped up in a couple pieces, like I think 13 pieces. And in the legend, it says that Semiramis, Ishtar, put the body together, took all the parts. I mean, she collected all the parts of a husband who was it? Which was her son, collected the body, but the only thing he was missing was what is membrane. I mean, is male membrane. That's in the legend. Go look it up. You're gonna see that it was cut in 13 pieces. The only piece that that was in there was his male membrane, his rod, and she made a dildo. I mean, a wooden dildo, whatever, and she had sex with the body. She tied up the body. I don't know what she did, but in the legend, she tied up the body. You understand? Just like Frankenstein. and she had sex with the dead body. Go look it
Good
up in the
night.
legends. It's, you understand? It's in there. And you understand? She just, I mean, she just put the dildo in front of him. I don't know. She got up and everything, and she had sex with him. And afterward, she became pregnant, and she said that was she became, I mean, pregnant by the ghost, by the spirit, I guess. You understand? Immaculate conception. That was the first immaculate conception. I mean, and this is what Christian as well followed. While she probably had sex with a neighbor, she probably had sex with his best friend. And afterwards, she said, "You know what? I'm pregnant. This is Nimrod's son." You understand? But she was a stinking African anyway. You know what I mean? But this is where the legend came from. In the, I mean, go look it up in the myth. And I mean, there's a dictionary of myth. You could look it up as well. But look up Semiramis having sex with the dead body of Nimrod. You should find it. You understand? You should find it. And also, they will tell you that, I mean, she collected all the pieces of his body, and the only thing that was missing was his rod. And she made a dildo, and after slept with the body and everything, she slept with the dildo, and maybe touched the body, and then, I don't know. You understand? Whatever. Nah, I mean, you get the point. But this is, I mean, this is
Good
where
night.
the legend comes. And after she died, she was immaculate conceived, and she created. I mean, she made the moves. You understand, and so on. But this is where, I mean, this is where it comes from. I mean, this it's crazy, man. And this is what Christians celebrate today. This is what Christians
Right.
gonna celebrate tomorrow. You understand? This couple, which was his own mother, who became his wife, incest, and today they're celebrating. This is the Queen of Heaven that they celebrate today. This is feminism. You understand? This is feminism, and the young man just read in French. It actually details the Queen of Heaven, the woman of all women and everything. The sovereignty of woman. Sovereign. The sovereign of woman, which means the head of woman, but the sovereignty on, we could say, the sovereignty of woman. Understand? So this is feminism at its best. This is what we as Christians gonna celebrate tomorrow. You understand? So what? Bring me to so what? You in the house?
Go on, sir.
Go ahead. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 6, Bible question. Colossians chapter 2
This is
verse
the
2.
book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 6. Let no man
Go ahead.
deceive you with vain words,
2.
for because of these things cometh the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience.
Go ahead again.
Let no man deceive you with vain words,
Let no man
for
fool
because
you.
of these things.
Don't be fooled by vain words. Says don't be fooled by vain words. Now I mean, oh, you know what? It's about love. Super Squad. It's about Christ being dead and resurrecting. I mean the next day. It's 3 days, but Christ died on Friday and he resurrected on Sunday, which is 3 days. Super Squad, which don't mean no goddamn sense. Don't let no man fool you, man, with vain words, with not a lying words, with things that don't mean, with nonsense. In other words, don't let nobody fool you with nonsense. Go ahead.
For because of these things cometh the wrath of God upon the
Because
children of disobedience.
because of those nonsense, come, say that. Because of those nonsense cometh the wrath of God. Because we refuse to go back and follow the laws of God. Because we refuse to go back and do what we're supposed to do. But we want to hearken, give love, follow the nonsense. Here comes the wrath of God. Here comes destruction. Now we in the ghetto. Now we suffering. Now the white man is making million, thousand. Now a white family is worth hundred and thousands of dollars, while we worth $1,700. Man, you understand?
Right.
Now that's the rap. Right, we in the ghettos. They have all the luxury. They have all everything that they need. While we got, you understand? We got to settle behind. All women got to settle their behind to make it happen, to pay the rent, man. We got to sell drugs, I mean, to survive in America and Canada, man. Here comes the wrath of God. Man. Now we got to come in captivity. We got to come in the slave ships. Now we got to be in the ghettos. Now we got to have, I mean, our countries like Jamaica, Haiti, Cuba, all destroyed by, I mean, Edomites. Now those things need to, because why? Because we hearken to the lies, to the nonsense. You understand? Keep on going. Go ahead.
For these things cometh the wrath of God upon the children of
Go
disobedience.
ahead. Upon who?
Upon the children of disobedience.
Upon who are those children of disobedience?
They would be us.
Us, exactly. Because the laws were given to us, but we don't follow the laws. We wanna do what? Celebrate Easter. That's that. Which is a nonsense, which is vain deceit, vain words. Understand? While we do our research, instead of following God, instead of following the Passover, instead of being, I mean, in Toronto on the 24th, I mean, with all of us and celebrating, I mean, the Passover, the day that God killed those stinking Egyptians. And I mean, I have a profound hate for those stinking Emites. You understand? I have a profound hate. I mean, trust me, that I can't stand them Emites. I'm gonna give you a story. There's a Emite of my slavery. The Emite of my slavery. Somebody he was in that work for at least a month. Somebody wrote in the wall, and he wrote his name and said, "Sal nigger, dirty niggas, dirty nigger." And the Amite, I mean, somebody took the picture, sent it to the Amite, and he talked to me that the other day. Was like he was crying. He's like, they call me, but in French though, they call me the dirty nigger. I mean, why they call me dirty nigger? I mean, the big guy said, he's like 7 foot tall, 6'1" about minimum. You understand? He was crying at me because they call him a dirty nigger. And in my head, I was like, you ain't no nigger, but you dirty. In my head, I wanted to tell him that. I wanted to tell him, you ain't no nigger, but you dirty. You understand? But I did it because I'm in my slavery and everything. But you understand? I wanted to say that though. You ain't no nigger. We the real niggas over here. You ain't no nigger, but you should tell them you not no nigger. You was taking their money. Understand?
Right.
But we rather follow them, follow everybody instead of following what we need to follow. And this is why we're oppressed today. This is why we're in the bottom today. Now that's taking their mind. It's gonna be centuries, and I mean for decades, for centuries, but we still stuck in the bottom. Why? Because we want to follow those other nations. We want to follow the majority that I mean those that's doing evil. Follow the majority that's doing evil, while the Bible is against that. Understand? Somebody bring Yomen Kobo, bring me to the last verse.
Colossians chapter 2, verse 20. Wherefore, if ye be dead with Christ from the rudiments of the world.
If you to be dead with Christ with the rudiments of the world, which means you see everything that's going on out there. You see exactly they're celebrating the Easter. You see that. But you know what? Us in I.S.U.P.K, we are dead to that. You understand? We are dead to that, which means we don't do what you see out there. We don't celebrate the Easter. We don't celebrate Christmas. We don't celebrate the New Year's. We don't celebrate Halloween. We don't celebrate none of this. I mean, none of this. We don't even celebrate our own birthday. Our own birthday, we don't celebrate it because why? Because that's what's in the world. That's the rudiment of the world. You understand? Go ahead.
Why, as thou living in the world, are ye subject to ordinances? Touch not, taste not.
Why? You go back to the why for me, Bible question.
Why, as thou living in the world, are ye subject to ordinances?
Why are you subject to ordinances? Like the Christian church say to do this, you do it. The majority does that, even though you know it's evil, even though you know you should not do it, and you still do it. Why? Keep on going.
Touch not, taste not,
Go ahead.
handle not.
Wait a minute. Touch not, taste not, handle not. You understand? If it's fast Easter food, I don't want it. I don't want no eggs in my house. I don't want no chocolate eggs laid from a rabbit in my house. I don't want that.
Right.
I don't want no nothing that's from those pagan feasts. You're not gonna see a cake on my birthday in my crib. You're not gonna see none of these things. Why? Go ahead again.
Touch not, taste not.
Taste not. Don't even put it in your mouth. You understand? In Christmas they give, even in our slavery. I mean, in Christmas they give like that little candy, like little candy and everything. Don't even take it. Don't even eat it. Go ahead.
Handle not,
Handle not. Don't even touch it. Go ahead.
which all are to perish with the using.
Go ahead.
After the commandments and doctrines of men.
After the commandment and doctrine of men. These are things that people outside of the truth do. You in the truth, you should not do these things. You should not, you understand? You should have a better moral standard. I mean, a better pride in yourself for the Most High, a greater zeal than the Christian. And you say, I'm not gonna do these things. I'm not gonna follow these things because I follow Christ. Because I'm gonna celebrate Passover, but I'm not gonna celebrate Easter, man. Passover is in the Bible, not Easter, man. So you do what Christ did. Follow what Christ followed. Was that it? You understand? So that being said, Passover is in the Bible. Easter is not in the Bible. You understand? Come, like, and share these classes, man. The Easter that those Christians gonna say is about Christ, the resurrection, and everything is a damn lie. It's a damn lie, and you should wake up from that lie. You understand? The real feast that you should celebrate is called Passover. Matter of fact, even in the dictionary, when you type Easter, it's gonna say Passover, and Passover is about God killing the Egyptian because we were slaves in Egypt. Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian were slaves in Egypt. That's what you should follow, and that's what we will follow until come back, man. You understand? Get in the I.S.U.P.K and come learn what to do, man. That being said, I pass the class back to Officer Zabaja. And like Officer Zabaja, before I pass the class to you, let me say that we have classes in I.S.U.P.K Quebec on I.S.U.P.K Quebec. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, understand, Twitter. Vous pouvez nous trouver sur Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Donc, on a des classes en français, which are the first class, which was on Monday. La première classe qui est le lundi, de 5h from 5 to 6. Where we talk about the Israelite only. Parce qu'on parle que le Nouveau Testament est pour les Israélites seulement. The second class that we have is on Wednesday, which is the law class. La deuxième classe qu'on a est le mercredi, qui est la classe de loi. Parce qu'on sont là pour notre bénéfice, where we show the laws are there for our benefit. You understand? And also, I want to just add this. We have classes in Creole. For everybody that speaks Creole, we have classes in Creole on I.S.U.P.K IT. On a des classes en Creole. Yatazar, c'est like officier 5000 Yatazar pour connaître qui les classes à faire parce qu'il nous a changé horaire. For more information, check myself or Officer Yatazar, 5,000 Yatazar to check that in for the schedule because we're going to change it from Sunday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. We're going to change the schedule. So check in with us if you want to know when the class is gonna be at. We in, you understand? So that being said, I pass the class to Officer Badger.
Clap it up, clap it up. The water, sir. I.S.U.P.K announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3, verses 8 to 10. Ma'ashara, which means tenth in Hebrew, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department. Priest month, we were offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Up and coming holy convocations. The next up and coming holy convocation is the Passover. It will be April 22nd to
Pastor
April
24th. So like 24th. Pastor.
Salakia, sir. I was reading it from the slaughter of the lambs.
Oh, come on, no sweat.
God. April 24th is the Passover. April 22nd is the slaughter of the lambs. April 24th is the Salakia. April 23rd is the pre-mansion party. And April 25th is the Passover. Salakia. April 25th will be the Feast of Unleavened Bread. You can check with I.S.U.P.K Canada on Facebook or Instagram for any upcoming information or updates. There is hotel arrangements as well. You can check that out on I.S.U.P.K Canada or get in contact with your camp leader. Also, don't forget to check www.isupk.com. Reminder for the Akim and Aquafium to check www.isupk.com for any up and coming event information. If anybody wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. Sisters as well, if you want to be a troop, Salakia, if you want to be a sister in the school, just hit the sign-in link and start watching classes. With that said, men of Israel and Majam, we're going to say the Lord's Prayer, then salute out and call it to the class. Men of Israel and Majam, Sarah Panya HaKodam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer. Right? The Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, we're going to say it in Hebrew first because Hebrew is the language that we speak as Israelites. Right? And as in I.S.U.P.K tradition, we're going to read the Hebrew, then read it in English. This can be found in Matthew 6, verse 8. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Saba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Barataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayam. Lathamanawa. Lakam. Ka. Yawan. Wasalak Nawa. Kabwak Nawa. Kasalak Nawa. Kabwak Nawa. Wala'a. Sabaya Nawa. Hawashai Nawa. Mayan. Rad. Kaya. Waka. Hamalakwa. Wahala. Wahathapara. La'ai Walamyam. Aman. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer now in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever, so be it. Men of Israel, Aquathium, Sar, which means to turn. We're going to give a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, Yad Yamatah, which means hands down. Men of Israel, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imagine Shabbat. Barak, Salakia. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak, Yahweh Shemar, Alafah Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Yad Yamatah, class dismissed.